Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing another 10-minute rebuild, this time with Newcastle United. Now obviously they don't necessarily need a rebuild. They're kind of in a process of just spending as much money as they possibly want. They are doing it somewhat smartly. They did bring in Harvey Barnes as well as Sandro Tonali and another player as well that actually they loaned out. They also did bring in Livermento. By the time you're seeing this, it should be official. It hasn't been official yet as the time of recording. It's just been medical complete. The official announcement hasn't been kind of said yet. We have 10 minutes to rebuild the squad. We have 196 million. I'm not sure where that 196 million came from, but it's here because the takeover didn't take over in FIFA 23 yet. They will be in for the next game cycle. But we have 10 minutes here, and just looking at the squad, I went ahead and changed it to a 4-3-1 narrow. Harvey Barnes, Joe Willock, Almiron, Isak as our attack. Bruno Gomes and Tonali will hold down the midfield. That's completely fine. Botman, Burn, Trippier. Now I'm gonna change Burn. I want a new center back. I want a new left back as well to replace Target. And honestly, I kind of want a new right back to replace Trippier, but I will keep him in the team. And if there's enough time left in it, I want a new right winger and a new cam, as well as boosting our bench a little bit. It looks actually Fabian Schär could probably start over Botman, but I want a new bench as well. This bench is just awful. Their bench is, I mean, it's awful on the game. In real life, it's obviously good on paper, but on the game, it's just not good enough. We are going to see if they can become a title contending team on this season. It's a one-season rebuild. 10 minutes is all you get, and I am going to go ahead and start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes go, and we have 10 minutes to spend 200 million nearly. And as a left back, I think I know exactly who I want. Ferland Mendy from Real Madrid. I want to bring him in. He can be a fantastic left back for us. Only 27 years old. He's going to cost us around 50 million. We are going to go ahead and approach to buy him. I do not want to buy his sell-on clause because that's insane. We are going to offer them 30. We're going to offer him close to his actual value, so 42 million. We'll see what they say. They want 57. I don't have enough time to really kind of fiddle around. We are going to offer them 52 and see what they say. That might be a little bit too much than what I wanted to pay anyway, but 1/4 of our budget is pretty much gone. We will sell players, any players that we get, as long as they're not in the starting 11 at the moment. We will just accept transfer offers for them, and if they do get sold, they get sold. That's great. But if not, it's honestly fine. But Ferland Mendy will be signing a #1. And now this is actually going to take a little bit of time because I'm actually going to have to keep his as a thumbnail. Interesting. 52.3 million in. Our first signing is done. It's Ferland Mendy on the squad. Next up is a new center back, and I'm trying to think of who is a good center back. And honestly, none of them is coming up to my mind. I am just going to go ahead and quick sim a little bit here. I am going to go here as well and just try and create something here. Maybe, can I, who's going to England? I'm spending way too much time doing this. Edit, any. Striker. I need a center back. I need a world class actually. Go. Find me a world class center back, please, scouts. I'm going to simulate a couple days, see what happens here. Transfer offers for loads of players. We're deny Bruno Gomes. We'll accept Jamal Lewis. A lot of players coming back in from loan. Obviously, I try to fix up the team as much as possible. Some players that did get sold in real life or kind of not really got sold but loaned out, I went ahead and just released them, to be honest. We get our first selling of the summer. Jamal Lewis, he's gone. I have 7 minutes left. This is not going to work out as well as I thought. Sven Botman, I might have to sell. No, Sven Botman is my starting center back for sure. In fact, is Sven Botman left-footed or is he right-footed? That's a big difference. Okay, I need a right-footed center back then. Skriniar, we could bring in Gabriel. Gavardio, we technically could bring in, obviously not in real life, obviously. Lucas Hernandez, is he right-footed? No, he's left-footed, so that might not happen. Jamie Vardy, we could save. Actually, Jamie Vardy's still in still in the Premier League. Skriniar is somebody that we could bring in for sure. Is he right-footed? He is right-footed. He's going to cost around 30 million. His contract is expiring. Lucas Hernandez is not going to go there as well. I need a new I need a new cam, don't I? I need a cam. Who's a good cam? Who is a good cam? Zelensky right here? He could be a decent cam option. We could bring him in. We can offer him around, what, 32 million to 56 million. See what they say there. 6 minutes left. I might not be able to boost our bench like I want to. But Skriniar purchase agreement has been accepted. He will come into the team for, how much was that? 36.5 million. It's not bad. Zelensky as well for 43 million, pretty much. Was that 70 million, 120 million? We bring it in. We have what, 60, 70 million left to spend, if that. Jamal Murphy transfer offer, we'll accept that, or Jacob Murphy, I should say. We are going to go ahead and bring Skriniar into the squad. He comes in 36.5 million. Zelensky will come in as well. 5 minutes left to go. We bring in 3 signings. The 3 signings I wanted to bring in for these positions: a left back, center back, and a new cam to replace Joe Willock. Now, obviously, I think a weak spot is our bench massively. It's massively our bench, but Joe Willock will boost his bench a little bit. We'll go ahead and get rid of Burn. Skriniar will come on here. Burn will get off, and then Target will come off from Mendy. Now, this team is looking nice. This team looking like at least a top 4 team. Barnes is obviously going to grow. Almiron, I'm having my reservations on. We have, how much left do we have? Can we find a decent right mid for around 40, 50 million? Maybe. And also it will help if my controller could like just not disconnect. How much would be Rafinha? We could try and bring a Rafinha on loan as well. Rafinha or Dembele. Obviously Dembele going to PSG in real life possibly. It's not confirmed yet, but they want him. He wants them. But Barcelona are doing what Barcelona do best and be stingy as fuck and poor as fuck. Can we loan in either of them? We could loan in Dembele. We could loan in him as well. Both of these we would have to loan him in if we were to bring him in. I'm gonna try and loan in Dembele just because I'm gonna try and do both and see which one comes first. Whatever one they accept first, I will bring in on loan. If obviously they have to obviously come here as well. Ethan Croft, I'm not accepting loan offers. I should never just click that. Rafinha loan agreement. Do we want Rafinha or do we want Dembele? Where are we going to get more end product on? Rafinha was at Leeds. I don't think we get enough end product off of Rafinha, to be honest. I think we get more end product from Dembele in this team. So we're going to bring in Dembele on loan. Obviously, he's going to have to accept it. And if he doesn't accept it, this might actually bite me in the backside here. But 3.5 minutes left to go, and Dembele will be walking through the front doors. That is technically signing number 4 of the summer. This one only a temporary signing, which is completely fine. We do still have 50 million to spend for backup bench. If we could find somebody, maybe a different winger on a bench, even though thinking about it, Almiron is now a good bench player. Maybe a new left-hand side bench player, possibly, after obviously losing St. Maximum. And here's Dembele. Please just show me his jersey. Show me the back of his jersey. Dembele, thank you. And number 10, that's actually perfect as well for a thumbnail. Thank the Lord for that too. Well, 3 minutes realistically. Let's see, what else? Team management. Goalkeeper option would kind of flippy flucked if there. Let me put Frazier onto the bench. Or Almiron onto the bench. On the bench here we have Livramento, Willock. Honestly, the bench ain't bad. The striker option here is kind of weird. It's a little bit weird, but honestly, this team might be set. That might be perfect. That might be all we need. 39 million to spend. I don't think we spend it anywhere else, to be honest. McAllister. A lot of these players are still obviously at their original club. We didn't bring in anybody special. I think that team is set. I think we're set here. I think we're completely fine here. The rebuild is done. I'm not going to use all 10 minutes. 8 minutes is all we needed to rebuild this team. It's obviously not needing that much of a rebuild. But let's see where they're at, not only in January, but also at the end of the season as well, and see if they are a Premier League winning side. And honestly, I have a feeling this team could do some numbers in the Premier League, and they could fuck some things up. Let's see what happens. Halfway through the season, and unfortunately, Dembele actually got sent back to Barcelona for whatever reason. Almiron was playing over him. I did just mod him back into the team, so he's now back here. And I'm guessing he hasn't been playing that much. And we sit 7th in the league at the moment with 20 games by, 10 wins, 3 draws, 7 losses, 33 points. We're 8 points off a top 4 spot. Actually, not. Oh, what? 11 points off a top 4 spot. No, we're 8 because Man United, I'm brain dead. We're 20 points off a top spot against Liverpool. Let's see if this team can bounce back and somehow try and get there in January and at the end of the season be top of the table somehow. And we turn around and go ahead and finish 5th in the league. Now, we're only 14 points off the top spot Liverpool. I wonder if that starting 11 was playing the whole exact time, which I know it was this time because I literally went ahead in the mod menu and made sure that they played the majority of the games, and always the first selection was to be them. You can do that with the FIFA mod, live editor, whatever it is called. We finished 5th in the table, only 1 point away from top 4, in which Man City got ahead and finished there. Arsenal finished in 3rd. 2nd was Tottenham, and Liverpool in 1st. It's interesting. Going down would have been, if we continued on, have been Southampton, Bournemouth, and Brentford. Obviously, none of the newly promoted times are in this thing. This is just a quick 10-minute rebuild, just for a little bit of fun to see if we can say and win the title. I have a feeling we might have had a better chance if all players were playing, because obviously you can see that they're all playing now. And in fact, Dembele actually kind of didn't really play that much, so he kind of got sold or went back. Isak had 30 goals, Barnes had 12, Zelensky had 10, Bruno Guimaraes had 9. I'm pretty sure Dembele might have had a little bit more if we would hear the whole season and I didn't have to loan him back in. But it is what it is, and as you can see here, somebody like Wilson actually didn't really play that much anyway, but somebody like Almiron, he played the first half of the season. Shaw played the first half of the season for whatever reason. Longstaff as well. Dan Burn. I mean, it's just like it should never been happen. That's the end of this video. When we come back, another 10-minute rebuild will be on this channel. I will see y'all then. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.